And now we move on to the final section of this podcast. It's time for the 2020 preview, top 10 most anticipated movies. I'll start with a couple honorable mentions. I'm going to go with The Last Duel, which is about the last duel in France.
Yeah, Europe.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott directing.
Well, it's a Ridley Scott movie. It's a period piece. It sounds pretty rad. Wonder Woman 84. I've got sort of mixed feelings about, but it's anticipated in the sense that I know I'm going to be there opening day, and I trust Patty Jenkins.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you got for honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, I also have a little movie called The Last Duel, but in addition to that, I also have a movie called The Little Things, which is directed by John Lee Hancock and starring Denzel Washington. It's a serial killer movie, and I fucking like Denzel, dude. I'll see
Say what now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Well, it's one of those fucking movies that's like I had to fucking dig for.
Yeah.
It has like I think it's Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto, and like a couple other people here and there.
I like this cast.
Yeah, it's like this could be pretty good. I like Denzel doing cop movies again.
Yeah, it's Denzel doing a cop movie. Got Rami Malek, who's solid. Jared Leto not being the Joker. I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And hopefully not being Morbius. That will not appear on this list.
Oh, man.
Just a spoiler. But yeah, those are my.
I don't know.
mentions.
Maybe I should have put Morbius, because if there's no marketing for for that right now, it must be really bad.
Morbidly curious.
Morbiously curious, sure.
Oh, yes.
All right, on to our actual 10. We're going chronological, just to keep it interesting. So first, the first movie of the year that I'm really looking forward
Anticipating.
to. Anticipating's
Yeah.
the word, because I have no idea what this is going to be. I have a feeling it might be awful, but I just don't know which kind. I'm totally game for it to be like Batman and Robin bad, and I'm, of course, talking about Birds of Prey.
Oh, man. All right.
I just don't know.
Who knows, man?
I've been saying this for a long time. It's a lot of question marks. And honestly, it's funny, while I was talking about Chucky, or Child's Play, and how it's like it's totally different and kind of only in name on a lot of things. Birds of Prey seems to be doing that part way.
Yeah.
Because like Harley Quinn is very Harley Quinn, but nothing else seems to be really the same.
Sure.
So who knows? It could turn out as this weird, great thing, but I just don't know, man.
We're pretty close, and the jury's still out. So.
Oh, I know. The trailer made me very
confused.
Yeah, I just don't know how to feel about this. So that's why. You know what? That can be a good thing, though.
That's true. Maybe it'll surprise.
It could be an experience of some sort.
Indeedy.
I'm sure it'll elicit a reaction. All right, so your first anticipated of the year?
My first anticipated of the year comes all the way into April.
Man.
Like, most anticipated, like really looking forward to, and that's No Time to Die. I have been, no pun intended, or no, I don't even know intended.
Whatever.
I've been ride or die with Daniel Craig as Bond. I've been there for the ups and downs. I've at the very least really enjoyed all of his movies. I know a lot of people didn't really dig Spectre and Quantum of Solace. I really like them. I mean, I know they're not fucking Casino Royale and
even
Skyfall.
Spectre.
I like Spectre. It's a little too long.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's not the best one. It's not Skyfall.
I think it's the weakest of all of them.
Of all the James Bond movies, or all the Daniel Craig?
God, come on. What do you think I am, a crazy person?
I was gonna say, I'm like, we've seen some pretty bad ones.
George Lazenby was Bond at some point.
That's Christopher Nolan's favorite Bond, there, sir. I actually haven't even seen that one.
Sure.
But yeah, that one I'm looking forward to.
Also Marge's favorite Bond.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But No Time to Die, I'm super looking forward to it. I think the trailer looks pretty darn solid. And you know what?
Yeah, the trailer does look pretty goddamn good.
I mean, let's hope this is the right send-off for our boy Daniel Craig.
All right, so my second one comes in March. It's a movie called First Cow.
Really?
It's weird because this is this lady who directed it. She directed a movie that's sort of the antithesis of what I consider a good movie, but I liked it a lot.
Which one?
Anyway, this movie called Wendy and Lucy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the woman's name.
It's a very minimalist movie. But
Really?
I don't know what it was about it that I liked so much, but it's just the characters are strong enough to carry it, and it has a doggy.
Yeah, I see the doggy. You know what? I noticed that she's directed a few movies. She directed a Western, quote unquote, called Meek's Cutoff. And she actually directed a movie I had to do some promotional shit for back when I worked for a marketing company called Certain Women. But yeah, this First Cow movie I've actually heard about. It's an A24 joint. And it's about
Well, there you go.
a cow, right? It's about a farmhand?
Well, it's about this dude who travels with this immigrant from Oregon Trail to China and back. Mm-hmm. And so with her at the helm, with that kind of story, A24 producing, I think this could be very good.
Wow, I never figured you for a Kelly Reichardt type of possible person.
I didn't either. I'm telling you, sometimes there's just those surprising things where it's just like, I want to hate this, but I don't.
Right.
It's like listening to the Shins for the first time. Like, why don't I just like this? It's so good. Stop this.
Oh man.
All right. So what do you got for second of the year?
Second appearance of the year in terms of anticipated. That one is going to be Wonder Woman 1984.
Okay.
That's just because I dug the trailer a lot, and I also trust Patty Jenkins. We kind of already talked about it, but I thought the first Wonder Woman was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think this one looks like it could be as good. Not better. Not yet. But it could be good. It could be as good.
Could be as good.
That is a feat, because that first Wonder Woman is quite the film.
Yeah.
So that's my number 2, or the second.
Yeah. All right, so my number 3 is also No Time to Die.
Okay.
And we've kind of just discussed this, but I will add this little add-on. I think after some second thought about how I heard about all the bad shit behind the scenes or whatever, but the trailer looks so good. Isn't that the story of a lot of great movies?
The Revenant?
No, trouble behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But a really, really good looking trailer.
Oh.
And then a really good movie.
Yeah, I mean, The Revenant, Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Like, that happens, man.
No, it happens.
It's rare.
Sometimes it's the story of things going to shit. Like when your sets float away when you're trying to film Waterworld in the ocean.
Yeah, still looking for those.
No, but I mean, like, if there's trouble behind the scenes, I could hardly tell. And the more I thought about that, I thought, Alex, come on. You know that this looks good. Mm-hmm. So this has really jumped up there for my excitement level. This might even be one of my top anticipated if I was to rank them.
Yeah, same here.
It's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you got?
Well, we move on to my most anticipated of the year. It shows up all the way in July, and it is another testament to the fact that I'm a big boy, a big old Christopher Nolan sap. Tenet.
Yeah.
The trailer for this recently came out, the full-blown trailer, not the we're going to show you 3 images and that's it trailer. And, like, I'm shocked, because, or not, I shouldn't be shocked, because it's like, for a movie that's $225 million, the biggest of Nolan's career, it shows, or it's holding a lot back. Does that look like a you saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Does it look like a $225 million movie?
It looks expensive.
I mean, it looks sprawling-ish, but, like, they're holding back. Like, there's stuff that's, like, there has to... And they show you glimpses, like, the shit with the car, like, flipping... Like, okay, so there's time travel, right? Or not really time travel. Like, time is moving forwards, but people are moving backwards through time, or vice versa.
There's some crazy shit going on, and I really couldn't figure out what the hell was going on, but I thought... You know what? This looks cool. I obviously trust the director, so I'll go with it.
I mean, like, if there's a director that I can handle, like, time travel is a fucking risky business.
Yeah.
But, like, if there's a director who I trust with that concept, it's probably the guy who's done it sort of 2 times before and done it pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, there's time fuckery in both Inception and Interstellar.
Yeah.
And it works out pretty goddamn well. This, I have no idea how he's going to do it, but with this cast and God damn it! Like Nolan, he doesn't make shitty movies. It didn't happen.
Now, what comic book, TV show, or toy is this based off of?
It's based on Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, the classic CD-ROM game for Windows. No, this is weirdly enough. Wait a minute, is this right? He wrote. Wait a minute. He didn't write. It's not based on anything.
Oh my god! Somebody hit the alarm again. We got another.
Yeah, Jesus.
We've got another original idea for a movie.
This can't
by
be.
an auteur director.
This can't be.
Could it be that these still exist?
Yeah.
They're out there.
Interestingly enough, this comes out
yeah.
the same weekend as the Bob's Burgers movie.
Okay.
So, not on my anticipated list, but I'll probably see it.
Yeah.
In between my second or third viewings of Tenet.
Yeah. All right. So out of the 10 movies I have listed, this is like weird. Well, this is like in the bottom few, but it's top 10 of this year, I guess. I don't know. You know, honestly, this list that I'm making, for me at least, it feels like it should be called 10 movies that might suck shit less than the rest. Anyway, with that in mind, Black Widow. I mean, it's one of those things where the trailer doesn't give away a whole lot, but in a weird kind of catch-22 way, does that mean that there's not much to the movie? Because generally you see a Marvel trailer or in their prime, you think, oh, that was awesome, but man, they have to show this and this. Like, it would have been cool to see that in the theater the first time. This didn't have any moments like that.
Right.
But damn it, I've been waiting a long time for this movie. Ever since I read a copy of the David Hayter script.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That made its way online back in the way day.
Oh,
it was still a property like Fox or Lionsgate or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've been waiting a very damn long time for a Black Widow movie. And, well, spoilers if you haven't seen the most popular movie of all time, but the bullshit they pulled with her in Endgame was not my favorite.
Right.
So at the very least, this will be a good time to let her shine.
Yeah, I think it will be. It almost crept into mine.
So this is anticipated. Again, it's one of those things. I really want this to be good. I really do.
Oh yeah, same.
It's like how badly I want Birds of Prey to be like Batman and Robin bad. Like, I want this to be Winter Soldier good. If that makes sense.
That's good.
I've got a lot of very specific anticipations and expectations.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what do you got next?
My next most anticipated is also coming out in the month of July. It's going to be a fun July. Actually, no, I lied. It's coming out in August, but close to when Tenet comes out. It's called Nobody. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Robert and Alex, this is, what the hell is this? I haven't heard of this movie. Well, you should, because there's some pretty fun people behind this. So it's about a bystander who intervenes to help a woman being harassed by a group of men, and how he becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord, and how this person may in fact have some secrets in their past that they, have to confront, being such a spy or a secret agent. Is that what this character is or something?
I think is like an assassin or something.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. It's some guy who knows how to whoop some ass.
So this person is going to be played by Bob Odenkirk. And the movie is written by one Derek Kolstad, who you will remember as being the creator of the John Wick franchise in terms of he wrote the scripts for all of them. He co-wrote the third one.
Third one was co-written, and that is the weakest one. So
he
clearly the dude knows some shit about writing scripts.
And for me, I only speak for myself here, but it's directed by Ilya Naishuller, who is the director of a movie I really fucking enjoy, but I know a lot of other people have issues with, called Hardcore Henry. And I think that as an action movie, that movie is fucking impressive. And I think that as an action movie, I'm very much looking forward to this. It also co-stars Connie Nielsen and the fantastic and nowhere near often enough used Christopher Lloyd.
Oh,
Doc Brown himself.
No kidding.
So I'm excited as hell for this. I think it sounds really, wacky and just nuts. I can't wait to see a trailer.
Yeah, I was very close to putting that on my list as well.
Oh yeah, it's fun. You gotta keep an eye out for that.
Unofficial honorable mention. Yeah, no, that one sounds good. I really hope the trailer does the premise justice.
Same.
So I also had Tenet. Pretty much the same thing. It's just, we get about 2 of these a year now. These newfangled original movies. We get a couple of them here and there. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I didn't love what I saw in the trailer because I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? Like, with Interstellar, got it. Space travel, Inception, dreams, got it. This is like, physics don't make sense anymore. Got it.
Time is moving backwards.
Yeah, I'm
also forwards.
But yeah, I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? Yeah. But you know what? You know what? I trust the guy to make a good movie, so I'm there for that. So I'm looking forward to Tenet as well.
As am I. So my next anticipated film it comes out later this fall. It is called Those Who Wish Me Dead. This is another movie that is kind of off the radar, so to speak. It's not a big tentpole movie, but it's got one Taylor Sheridan behind it as both co-writer and director. So Taylor Sheridan, you may or may not know, he is the writer behind Sicario. I think he also wrote the second Sicario, but he also wrote Hell or High Water, and he also wrote and directed Wind River. Now, I at the very least like all of those movies. I fucking love Hell or High Water. It's a fantastic movie. And Wind River is very good. It's very, very well done and a great directorial debut for Taylor Sheridan. And this is kind of right in his wheelhouse. It's a female-driven neo-western set against a wildfire in Montana. A teenage murder witness finds himself pursued by twin assassins in the Montana wilderness, with a survival expert tasked with protecting him and a forest fire threatening to consume all of them. That sounds right up the alley of Taylor Sheridan.
Well, so if I'd known about this movie's existence, this would have been on my list as well.
Well, wait now.
Yeah.
The cast might deter you a little bit because I know you have feelings, but
not really. I think.
Oh, you're looking at it too?
Yeah, I'm looking at the cast right now. It's fine.
I hope it's a return to.
Tell the people who's in it.
So it's let's see, Aidan Gillen, John Bernthal, Tyler Perry, Nicholas Hoult, and starring Angelina Jolie. Now look, there was a time when Angelina Jolie did like pretty dope movies in terms of like The Bone Collector, like stuff where it's like she did thrillers and she did action movies.
Best movie of all time, Tomb Raider, bro.
Yeah, like she did movies that like were kind of not blockbuster. This is going to be a blockbuster.
She was like a gigantic star.
Yeah,
I
and
get your point.
She's kind of laid low for a bit. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I loved Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, so I'm hoping
I know a lot of people like shit on it for no reason, but I thought it was a great, fun-ass movie.
So the combo of like Taylor Sheridan, who's a guy that's like up and coming that I really fucking like as a filmmaker, and this cast, I'm down for it.
Right. That's a solid choice. What I got next is coming out, if I'm not mistaken, it's either... No, it's not the same weekend. It's the same month as Tenet. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the Bob's Burgers, the movie.
Oh, I mentioned it. You really?
Yeah, because I thought about something. Remember how The Simpsons was getting kind of shitty right as The Simpsons movie came out? Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, maybe that's, maybe the movie was kind of a last hurrah of sorts. Mm. Or, I mean, it wasn't, obviously. Mm-hmm. 40 seasons later or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I'm thinking, like, I haven't really loved the newer seasons of Bob's Burgers, but as a show and just as characters in general, I love the show. And, I think it's about damn time it had a movie.
I agree.
Also, I'm really curious to see the trailer. I'm hoping it's a 2D, just regular traditional animated movie. Since
so do I.
We get so few of those. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It's cool to see another cartoon movie cartoon show get the movie treatment.
Oh yeah, I agree.
The Simpsons movie is really good. The South Park Bigger, Longer Uncut is legendary.
Yeah.
So hopefully this can be another one of those to restart that. I don't know if it was ever a trend, but just restart that whole idea of the TV show getting the big screen treatment.
Here, man. That movie or that show is sort of underrated, and it's not fair. I mean,
It
if
has
people
such
really
a
like
unique
it.
sense of humor.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I hope it's on full display when it comes out in July.
Yeah, and to see a full-length movie of that type of humor sounds great.
Absolutely.
Sign me up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my next most anticipated is it comes out in December. This one is Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Now look, man, he's done a lot of smaller scale stuff, like Prisoners is smallish, Sicario is smallish.
Yeah.
Arrival was bigger, but Blade Runner was a big test for him, Blade Runner 2049. And that proved to be like not only just a very technically like very well put together movie, but god damn it, some people were even saying it's, and I'm actually seeing the first Blade Runner, but people are saying like it holds a candle to it, if not it's better than it. And I know you're not a big fan of it either, but like that movie is like worshipped by people. And I've seen the Blade Runner sequel, and it is fucking amazing. And that dude can do spectacle like nothing I've seen before. So for him to go to Dune, which is no easy feat, we saw David Lynch try it in the 80s with the soundtrack by Toto. And it was okay. Like, it's not a great movie, but it's an attempt.
That's what I've heard.
This is going to be something else, I think. The cast is insane. You got Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, Javier Bardem. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's going to be a crazy movie, and I can't wait to see it.
All right. That was close to being on my list, but I don't know. There's only so few of these movies I'm really, really looking forward to. I feel like that I need to see a trailer for that to know for sure. Next up, I got The King's Man. Again, I thought I was done with that series in general after the last one, Golden Circle. But this is a prequel, and I mean, it just looks like a kick-ass action movie.
I agree. I mean, I like the period.
I don't really have a lot to say otherwise about it. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm pissed that it's not coming out in February.
Yeah, that kind of blows, but it also makes September a little meatier, I guess.
That's true.
That's all I got to say about King's Man.
All right. Well, moving on to my next film, it is another movie that you're probably not going to hear a whole lot about for a while, and that is News of the World. Now, this is a drama movie, or a drama film, about a traveling newsreader who's tasked with bringing an orphan girl to her living relatives in the aftermath of the American Civil War. Sounds like it could be semi-ish boring or slow, but
it could be.
The director-lead actor pairing is what's got me hooked, and it's directed by Paul Greengrass and starring Tom Hanks. Now, look, man, the last time those guys made a movie together, it was kind of a big fucking deal, and it was a fantastic time at the theater. That was Captain Phillips. I fucking love Paul Greengrass. You know me, I'm a big Jason Bourne devotee.
Right.
Tom Hanks, like, say what we will about him lately, the guy is pretty good at picking roles. He's pretty good at picking roles that gets him favor. I like the period. I'm a big fan of the American Civil War, not as an event, but as a fucking, like, historical landmark. So I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Cool. Okay, so for my next one, I got Last Night in Soho. Don't have a trailer out for this.
I think I know why.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious why. Edgar Wright was a guy I didn't really subscribe to, I guess. I wasn't really a big fan of whatever the hell that was, Hot Fuzz. I didn't think it was all that great.
The Cornetto trilogy?
Yeah, but I did think that Baby Driver was amazing. I thought that was one of the two best movies of that year, 2017.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm obviously interested in his follow-up. It's a psychological horror movie said to be set in London, and I guess it's supposed to be inspired by a movie called Don't Look Now. I don't know what the hell it's about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a really messed up movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, there you go. I'm at that point where I would prefer things to be more director driven.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you're absolutely not alone there, and I think Edgar Wright is that guy.
Yeah, so that's basically my reason. So I'm looking forward to Last Night in Soho. Really looking forward to seeing the trailer. Or maybe I won't watch it. Maybe I'll just go.
Going cold?
Yeah.
My next is a movie that we actually don't have a release date for. Mank. You probably haven't heard of it yet, or maybe you have. David Fincher's next movie. David Fincher is a director that I say I subscribe to. I will watch whatever the fuck he makes. And when he makes a movie about the history of cinema, which this is about the making of Citizen Kane, I'm there, man. Especially when it's a movie written by his dad, his late father. So, Mank by David Fincher.
Alrighty. I also have Mank.
Oh, nice.
Pretty much same well, actually, I'll say this. I wasn't really that interested in the subject matter. In fact, I wasn't interested in the subject matter at all. Mm-hmm. But I thought the same exact thing about the movie he made about the guy who invented Facebook. I remember thinking, that sounds so fucking boring. And everyone said, no, dude, you've got to see this movie. And I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm hoping the same thing will happen with Mank.
Oh, yeah. So, my next movie also doesn't have a release date. It is called Nightmare Alley, and it is purportedly Guillermo del Toro's next film. It's supposed to be coming out this year. It is a remake of a 1947 film, but it's supposedly going to have some newish elements in it. It's a film noir, and it stars Tyrone Power and Joan Blondell. But this remake is going to star Bradley Cooper, Cate Blanchett, and Rooney Mara. I just love Guillermo del Toro. I love his movies. He's a really visually fucking expressive director, and I can't wait to see him continue this trend of dope movies that he's been making as of late.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I've barely seen any Guillermo del Toro movies.
That's okay.
I've been meaning to. Maybe this will be one I see. So for my final choice, this one also doesn't have a release date, but you know what? It's called Jolt, and I'm just gonna read you guys the. Do you have that pulled up?
I do have it pulled up here.
Robert, just read to the people what the tagline or the synopsis of this movie is.
A bouncer with a slightly murderous anger management problem that she controls with the help of an electrode-lined vest she uses to shock herself back to normalcy whenever she gets homicidal. After the first guy she's ever fallen for is murdered, she goes on a revenge-fueled rampage to find the killer, while the cops pursue her as their chief suspect.
Need I say more?
No.
Starring Kate Beckinsale, and that's the plot, so I think that sounds awesome.
I think so too, and I think it sounds pretty goddamn hilarious as well.
Yeah.
My final movie is Macbeth. Now you're probably saying, what? Another one? Well, look, this one is going to be directed by, I think it's Joel Coen. One of the Coen brothers is directing it, and it's going to star Denzel Washington. Now, look, I already mentioned Denzel Washington before. I subscribe to the dude as well. I will watch anything the guy's in, and I'm a big Macbeth fan. It's like one of the only Shakespeare things I don't think is kind of lame. And I love the Coen brothers. So, and I this is like a match made in heaven for me, so I can't wait to see it.
Okay. I'll have to check that out, I guess. I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah, it's also kind of doesn't have a release date, so you're just hoping it actually comes out this year.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there's going to be so much of a lead time on it, though.
Yeah. So I guess that'll do it for our top 10 anticipated movies of the year.